Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna
1, 2, 3.
dildos.
So, we're looking at our news and there's like
Time to
nothing
do some
because
news.
there's some guy that we've never heard of.
Richard Hammond is kind of famous. Like, I mean, he is famous.
To
It's just
not us.
famous in a show we don't watch. Harry was
think
telling
we're
me
at
it's a
the
good
point-
show even if you don't like cars.
No. Don't believe it.
They just noping the heart.
Oh, I know.
Like, I don't care.
I know Harry
I
doesn't
would
like
not
cars
watch it.
and he watches the show, so
Oh, what's the purpose then?
I think it's just a comedy show, so it's just like funny things in the show.
Is Harry one of the people that plays video games and has a TV going at the same time?
At all times, yes.
Okay.
So he's not really watching it, he's
Yeah.
just listening it.
It's good background noise.
Yeah, I do that.
That's the thing. He's
But
one
he
of those
does that
people
with like
got
shows he
the-
likes too, like Bob's Burgers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't, like, the quality doesn't matter, like, if you do that. There are certain types of people, and apparently he's one, where you can just have, like, you can't even stand it without the TV on.
Yeah, I
Like,
think he
the
absorbs
majority-
some of that knowledge, though. That's where he gets some
Yeah.
of that random shit.
Majority of my day, when I'm home, TV is off. There's nothing.
The majority
Just
of the day.
silence. Yeah, I will be specifically watching something if the television is on.
Really?
Otherwise,
Yeah.
we have this Roku Idol screensaver thingies, which is weirdly pink all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I
there will be
couldn't
like a
do both.
screensaver from Roku. That's it.
So if it's like a show I really want to watch and pay attention to, like, you know, like the new Ozark is starting, like I'll watch that
Oh, yeah.
without
Yeah.
anything else going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
like,
see, no, I don't do the anything's going.
yeah, I did watch all of BoJack Horseman in the background, and now I'm rewatching it, but actually paying
Oh, dude,
attention.
that is a pay attention show.
That's
a
what I
good,
just
good
said.
Show.
I'm rewatching it because I was like, there's a lot of stuff I'm pretty sure I missed because that's a good shit. Like, it was actually a pretty detailed show.
Yeah. See, I don't know why. Like in our childhood,
Mm-hmm.
it was always noise.
Yeah.
24/7 noise.
Well,
Someone
kids,
was watching something.
kids are pretty loud, so you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
something to cover it up.
And even when I go home and visit, even if there's not many people there,
Oh,
stuff on, noise going, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Rarely a dull moment. So I've changed. Zach has just kept it steady. Like, he can do the
I see.
noisy environment.
My grandma does that. She always have like a TV on because she said it's actually it feels like there's more going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I did, like, chores at home a lot,
Uh-huh.
I could see doing it.
Yeah.
Chores,
But,
I like
I've-
having like a podcast on or something and just listen to that while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same thing about where I said, like, I can't code and listen to music.
Yeah. You
Like,
just
it's
need
just
silence
part
for
of my
certain
brain.
things. I need
Yeah.
it for certain things. Like if I'm writing, I can't have anything distracting me.
Not so much silence, it's just that I only have so much focus, and, like, something will draw my attention,
Yeah.
and, like, I won't do that other thing.
I listen to audiobook when I'm cold.
I know, I can
But
never
background
do that.
music is
again-
it's background for a reason.
Yeah, but
Look-
like I code and I pay attention to code and I realize audiobook 1 hour chapter. I have
Yeah,
no idea
exactly.
what it's
That's
talking
what I would say. Like, there's either one of two things. I complete zero coding, or I will suddenly hear a sentence in that audiobook 3 hours later and be,
about.
what?
Well, I couldn't do an audiobook in code or something or write.
Yeah,
But I'm saying like,
exactly.
for instance, if I'm working on game design, I will have something on in the background, right?
Yeah.
But inevitably, I'll get so focused on the game design that the whatever I'm watching, as long as it's not something like super involved, I'll be more focused on that, and it becomes background noise. It literally is just background noise. At some point, I am not paying any attention to it.
Nah, I don't know. I still can't. You know what I have found though? I will specifically find dumb shows like Family Guy, Archer, and those are the ones I watch, and my mind wanders during them, because then I can zone back in and out as I need. Oh, and play racing games. That's the other one.
Playing
like,
racing games?
Or platformers. Like, there's no, like, story. It's just your thumbs moving around.
Yeah.
A game like that. Sometimes racing, like, Micro Machines or something.
Is this like a meditative behavior?
Yeah, it's like, I know, I want to zone out. Yeah. And I started getting pissed recently because Netflix has started pooling those shows. Like, it was Family Guy, they pooled it. It was Archer, they pooled it. Sometimes I'd watch reruns of It's Always Sunny while I just zoned out because I'd already seen them.
See, it's not them pulling it, though.
Yeah, I know. They lost it. I should say that.
Yeah.
But,
you don't think they would keep It's Always Sunny on if they could?
Yeah, that's true.
Please.
I've lost all my don't really pay attention TV shows. But I don't do other things.
It's Always Sunny is a great one because you've watched it so many times. Like, I've seen so many episodes so many times. Having it in the background, it's like, I already know what's happening.
Exactly. It needs to either be dumb or slightly not dumb, but I've seen it before.
You know what?
But I don't do other things. I don't like clean or whatever, because then
that's just weird.
I'll probably just zone out. I'll sit there and
You're
watch
watching dumb shows to just zone on them.
No, I don't. I just stop paying attention to it in my mind, like I daydream or something, or think about something else, and then I'll zone back in.
Dog, you just need to go for walks.
I do that too. I should do more.
Should do more.
Yeah.
Say go for walks.
Yeah.
Finally sign up for some jiu-jitsu. That'll work.
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. That's the best meditation.
I don't know.
You defend yourself.
I feel like that would take more thinking than, like, watching a dumb TV show.
The thing is, when all you're thinking about is, I don't want this person to break my arm or choke me out, you stop thinking about everything else in life. That's what makes it meditative, is like you're really focused in and zeroed in on what's going on in that exact moment. It's kind of the opposite of daydreaming. You're so zoned in on what's happening.
But Zach, I don't need to go to jiu-jitsu to have that feeling.
No?
I just need to go to the VTA when there's the right type of person around. I'm like, I don't know what that dude's going to do next, you know? Sometimes there are those dudes.
You could really zero in on him and make sure you're not going to get murdered.
Oh, there are people where, like, I get, like, end of the workday, and I go on the VTA, and I'm like, finally I can just sit down and relax.
First off, you need to explain to the audience what the VTA is. So they
understand it's like light rail, like a little train to take you home. It's not like a full-blown train. It's like a subway, but it doesn't go underground. That's what the VTA is.
Is it technically a train?
It's a tram.
Yeah, a tram. I think is what they
call it. A tram. Is that what the T is?
Yeah, that might be the T is. I think so.
What's the V? Now you gotta give us all the letters. You can't just leave us hanging with
one
letter.
Go for this. What does VTA stand for?
Who does number 2 work for?
Valley Transportation Authority. So no, it doesn't.
Oh, so that's just like CODA.
The Chicago, transportation. Oh god, they're not famous, Columbus, because they don't have any.
No, I'm just saying, it's just the same thing. It's the transit authority in your area.
Yeah.
It's not the actual name of the transportation.
Yeah,
it's the name of
I thought it was
company.
No, the official one is called light rail.
Yeah, they call it light rail, but everyone refers to it as VTA.
Yeah,
but
like,
anyways,
the buses here are the CODA buses, not the CODA.
But no one calls it the CODA?
Some people probably do. I don't know. I don't ride it, but I bet you people do.
I rode before.
But yeah, anyways, end of the day, sometimes I'll just go there and it's like, obviously I want to relax, right? I've been working all day, thinking hard. So you just zone out, I will even take naps, like just...
Naps are the best.
Exactly.
You're a brave man.
But, no, there's the thing. If I go in and you see certain people, it's like fuck.
Wait, you're
I gotta
taking a nap
stay
on the
awake.
VTA, you mean?
Yeah, like you see just families around, or like you look, but sometimes you see people where it's like, well, I don't want to take a nap around this person, and then there's the level of I need to pay attention. 'Cause at any moment, this guy could fucking snap.
Dude,
like,
I'm
he's
just
talking to people that aren't there.
How long is your trip on the VTA?
It's only like 5 minutes. It used to be 40 minutes.
Well, that's not a nap. When it was 40
no,
minutes,
but you close
you're
your eyes
taking
and you
a nap.
just like relax.
Well, that's different.
But 45 minutes. It used to be 45 minutes.
So that I can see taking a nap on.
Yeah. But sometimes you go in and you're like, well, shit. Now I have to focus all my attentions on this guy that's like
Crazy.
yelling at a person that does not exist.
It happens all the time, by the way.
Right?
I've worked with those
And that's
all
people.
the time.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what they're doing. You just can't not like have most of your attention like
Yeah.
on just in case.
They're also very good at fighting invisible enemies.
Yeah. And I don't know if we should say
What?
on the podcast. So once it became legal in California,
Oh, yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Chloe and I decided to go to San Francisco on
Uh-huh.
some.
Yeah.
And apparently we decided to take our chances. And that day there was a maniac that was punching at the air.
Yes.
And we were not in a state to deal with that. It was not a good day.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta respect the weed, dude.
Exactly.
You gotta respect.
So I've learned, don't go, don't take before you get to San Francisco. Get there.
Then took it.
Especially if you're doing edibles, man, you could have a bad time.
Yeah, we did. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be a real bad time. I could see that.
So yeah, man.
Interesting.
Oh man, I'm jealous you guys can just do it like legally at any time.
Dude, you gotta come visit us more. It wasn't legal last time you visited, dude.
Well, it was legal where we were visiting first.
Oh yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah.
We did then. But
Yeah.
dude, buy one of those cheap. I forget how cheap you got one ticket. Weekend ticket. Come visit us. We'll provide the supply. So all it will cost you is the ticket.
Yeah, I mean,
You got your.
I'm poor, but
food, rent.
Yep.
well, first we got the China trip coming up, and then I'll.
Yeah.
Sure.
This can be months later, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh yeah,
come on out.
I'm totally down. Maybe if Chunder's up for it, she can take a trip to Cali too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
She said we need to look for ghost towns in California. She likes hunting for
Really?
ghost towns.
There are definitely.
Yeah, you got a
What
lot
do
of
you mean by
mining
ghost
places.
town? Yeah, because when we drove to Tahoe, there's been a couple.
Yeah. There's a place called the Angel Camp.
Yeah.
So like
Angel
around there
Camp?
you find a yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places kind of like that.
Yeah.
There's a name after some camp. If you go there, you just
Yeah, I
see
figured
nothing.
California would be
Very
good for
going
ghost
on.
towns. That
Yeah,
seems like
what-
a really good ghost town.
Why isn't Chandra on the podcast? I want to know why.
She's
ghost
reading a
towns.
book over here, doing.
Why ghost towns? What is it
I
about
don't
ghost
know.
towns?
She
That's an
likes
interesting
ghost
thing to
towns.
be interested in.
I don't know. It's pretty fun. We've gone to a couple random things. There's like a
Oh, hey, there's supposed to be a ghost mall. Did you go to that?
a
In
ghost
Ohio,
mall.
in
Yeah,
Cincinnati. Yeah,
I know about it in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think so.
I know there
I
is
think
one.
it's
I didn't know it
definitely
was
in Ohio
Cincinnati.
somewhere. I think it's Cincinnati. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta. It looked like I saw a YouTube one, and it did look fucking crazy.
Oh, I think
Oh,
I know
that's
which one you're
that
talking
one
about.
dude
I didn't
went
realize
in
that was
there,
Cincinnati though.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta go if you like ghost towns. I think that it's gonna have the same vibe, man. That's a date night. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go.
We went.
I don't
and
even like it, and I thought it looked cool as shit.
You should go with us to the one in Mansfield. There's like a church that like production was like shut down on it, so it like never got finished.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. It's like a mega like church. Like it looks like almost like a dome was being built. It's pretty cool.
So you've gone to this?
Yeah, it was in Mansfield. I feel like there was some kind of like politicking gone wrong or something, because it's like they had all the supplies and everything. There's still stuff inside the church for like building materials, but it's just like they stopped working on it.
So did they have the place where they go and preach?
No, like inside it's just like building materials and gravel. Like it wasn't that finished.
Hold on, one sec.
What are you doing?
Nick is having some kinky ideas.
No. I know another thing that I always wanted to... Where is that? The underground subway.
Railroad?
No, underground subway. Never finished.
In Ohio?
No, I don't think it was. I don't know where it is, though.
That would be sweet.
So...
underground subway.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get into it legally, though.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. You remember, I think, one of the Ninja Turtle movies, I think they shot in it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look
It is
up.
pretty
Was
fun.
remember they had a subway
stuff.
thing or something like that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, so I think they use it for, movies sometimes and shit.
Yeah.
But, that would be one of the coolest ones to get into, I think. Because it was a subway that was never finished. So you go down there and no subway's going to fucking hit you.
I always wanted to go into that abandoned building in Shelby. I feel like that thing was probably a death trap, though.
Is that still there?
No, that got torn down. Because it was they had the sidewalk closed off next to it because pieces were falling off. And eventually, I think they were too worried about getting sued by somebody getting hit or something. So they demolished it. Because that thing would have been sweet to...
Dude, it is in Cincinnati.
What, the subway?
Oh, the mall?
Or the mall?
Both. Oh, well, I gotta check the mall. I'm pretty sure the mall is somewhere in Ohio. But the subway is definitely in Cincinnati. So
really?
It's 2 miles in length. It's the largest abandoned subway tunnel in the United States.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, and they do use
it
for
2
movies.
miles?
Yeah, 2 miles.
I could see how that would be used for filming a lot.
Batman Forever was in it, apparently.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of things were filmed there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, did you ever see Castle Rock or hear of it?
Castle Rock. Is that Castle Rock Entertainment?
No. It's a show on Hulu.
Oh.
So Castle Rock is it takes place in Maine, all of Stephen King's novels, right? And so it's all based on Stephen King novels, and it's kind of tying a lot of random stories together. But it takes place in Shawshank, but it's not filmed in Mansfield.
Ah! So
how you going to film in Shawshank, but not film where the original movie Shawshank Redemption was filmed?
I guess you can do it.
You know what? Prison.
Right? Yeah, you know what it is. It's mostly tax breaks that determine where they shoot anymore.
I know, but I thought Ohio was actually rewriting laws and stuff to make it easier to film here.
They did. I know. It's a competition between states. So, one state does something, then another drops more, and then, eventually one drops it so low, they go there.
It's race to the bottom.
But I think Bruce Willis shot, some really shitty movie in Columbus or something. It was, it turned out to be a piece of crap, and it went to direct-to-video, because he's an old man and no one cares anymore. But there was some big star, I think it was in Columbus, shooting a movie, and I guess you could have gone seen, but it was not a good one.
Did you see Did you see the new preview for the Jim Carrey show?
I saw it advertised on IMDb, I think, or I saw it advertised somewhere. I didn't look at it, though. Was it any good?
I haven't seen it. The reason I was mentioning it is it takes place in Columbus. I don't know if it's filmed in Columbus. But, on the Columbus subreddit, people were, pointing out that they had some of, the Columbus skyline in it, in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
So they might have filmed in it, or they might just have, random references to Columbus in it.
I was about to say the Ready Player One was supposed to take place at the Columbus
but they didn't film at all in Columbus.
I'm actually surprised, working at Cisco at least, or at a tech company that I work at in the Bay Area.
Please delete the Cisco part.
The number of people that were from Columbus or were from Ohio and had lived in Columbus at some point. My manager's manager lived in Columbus.
Really?
Yeah. Another lady. Do you know that the competitor to AOL, Zach, do you remember CompuServe?
I know the name.
Oh.
That used to actually be based in Columbus.
Wow.
So another lady worked there.
There is a lot of stuff that comes out of Columbus.
Yeah, a lot of
I
our
think
servers
Ohio
are
in
based in
general.
Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like a lot of I think there's actually a bit of a tech now coming out of Columbus. So like, I was shocked that I wasn't like the only person that had ever been to Columbus.
I just think there's something about Ohio in general that gets people to do like certain things. Like, why is there so many astronauts from Ohio? Like, there's why are there so many presidents from Ohio? There's some random thing about Ohio.
Yeah, because
I think
a swing state.
I think part of it, I think that's part of it, is because you grow up in an environment where you're with a lot of Republicans and a lot of Democrats, so you're constantly, you're not like in an echo chamber.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I miss, is the work culture where you just don't really talk about politics for the most part.
Yeah.
You miss the work
Just
culture
learning
where you
along with
don't
other
talk
people.
about politics? You talk about politics a lot?
Yes.
No, not at Ohio, yeah.
Well,
No, but in California you do.
No,
Yeah.
my managers talk about it to me.
What?
I hear someone mention some stuff. I
Yes.
just don't want to listen.
Whoa, that's so
Of course
weird.
they do.
That really is weird.
Yes, they will directly say bad things about Republicans here.
Seriously.
They will tell you all about how they're terrible. What?
What?
Yes. Both of us have like, and you just sit there
Whoa.
and you listen. It's like, yeah, exactly. Coming from Ohio, even if whatever side they take, like, I just feel like you're not supposed to.
What about
do that.
religion?
You
Do
just-
they talk about religion?
Somewhat, but they are more careful about that one.
Dude,
Like,
that's
very careful not to offend or take a side.
But they're not about politics. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, they take sides and they
Whoa.
tell you what their side is. And you can tell it's the managers to the employees. The employees never really say that much back. And I just think it's wrong, honestly.
It is. Well, it is. I mean, that's actually kind of bold for a company to have, like, senior people talk about politics.
Yeah, exactly. It's very weird.
Oh, that's crazy.
Weird vibe.
That is a big difference between Ohio and California for sure.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to start talking about politics in front of anybody at work besides, like, maybe Kara, it would be weird. It would get so weird so fast.
Exactly.
Even if we were on the same side. That's the funny part.
Yeah, and I would do it too. Like, if somebody in Ohio started talking politics, I would think they were a weirdo. I'd be like, I kind of don't want to be around this person. They're kind of a...
They're a loose cannon.
Yeah,
You trust this
exactly.
motherfucker? We're talking about Trump and shit. How am I supposed to deal with this? I'm at work. I don't need this.
Exactly. I got enough of my shit. I
I don't need this in my life. I think that's a big difference because you're forced. It's just like with racism stuff. You're forced to deal with people you might disagree with.
Yeah.
You're forced to interact with them, and like you get the viewpoints of like, hey, Republicans. I met a lot of Republicans. They're really nice people. I have no problems with them. Sure, there's like the fundamentalist Republicans that are a bit crazy, but there's a lot of Republicans that are really nice, smart people. They're not gun-toting crazy people. They just like Republican viewpoints.
Yeah, I do get the feel that here, the idea of Republican is the one portrayed by CNN where they're ignorant racists.
It's how shocking to me. Like, everyone just believes the dipshits, whatever the media says, right?
Yeah.
Like, without actually, you know, they don't even bother to read the content other than the title.
Yeah.
It's just...
So,
everything's
when you're around them, you know both sides are full of shit.
Yeah.
You know that, like, okay, liberals aren't all potheads that can't get out of bed in the morning and burning down flags every other day. Like, you know that, right? You know them.
Yeah.
And you know conservatives aren't retarded Christians. I mean, but let me get this right. They do have that, too. There are retarded racists,
but
Republicans, and there are stone potheads
Yes, that's the
liberals
point.
that don't get out of bed. But that's the minority on both sides.
Exactly. That's the whole point, is that's the fundamentalist stereotype. Like, that's the stereotype you pick because that's like, this is the worst part of your group. this is the worst part of that group.
Mm.
And that's what you pick out
Yeah.
as like that that represents the whole group, but that's not at all true.
Mm.
Which is funny, actually.
And then there's also the...
Go ahead.
I think inside the parties, they have their own, like, representations of themselves that are the opposites. Like, liberals would be like, we're all professors, and we're worldly, and we travel the world. And conservatives are all like, we run businesses, we provide for our
we
communities.
provide jobs, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So, sorry, you go ahead. What were you saying?
No, that's true. I don't know. I've drank too much to go back 10 seconds and think about what I was
Sorry, I
about to
just
say.
railed you.
No, it's okay. But, yeah, that's actually a really interesting point. I never would have thought, like, working somewhere, having a manager talk about politics would be so off-the-wall crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
even you working in California, I just assumed that was not something that would happen.
Oh, no. Like, every gun shooting,
Yeah.
every shooting, he will say, like, almost immediately after he says something about there's been another shooting, he will say, I think there should be no guns in America.
Oh, good
I think
God.
you should only be allowed to go to the shooting range, and you can rent a gun if you want to shoot it, but no. Not even police should have them. And then he will go on this, like, long rant. I'm just like, okay, dude. I'm programming right now. I'm kind of working on it.
You should be like, dude, have you ever fired a gun? It's so fun. It is a blast. Excuse the pun.
I
That's
did
actually
tell him
funny.
I took Chloe on a date to a gun range.
Oh, really? What did he say about
Yeah.
that?
Nothing. He just he said you should be allowed to get them at a gun range, but that you shouldn't be allowed to take them out.
What?
Oh, I see.
What does that mean?
I'll give you. I don't think he said that until I said something like I had taken my girlfriend to a gun range before.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think he started adding that bit, like, yeah, okay,
Okay.
you can have fun, but
but only like at a business that is licensed to do that.
yeah.
Sounds so stupid.
In places where guns are banned, are there gun ranges for that? Like, do they have places
No.
that have license to shoot
I can
guns?
speak
They're
to
not-
that.
Yeah.
It's banned. You can't touch a gun.
Oh, in China.
Yeah. But police can still have a gun. How else you gonna shoot people, man?
Yeah,
You
you know-
don't ban crime.
But I mean, like
When I was
Britain
in
or
It's so
something.
stupid.
I don't know about Britain.
Like in Britain, are there
Yeah, they
gun
do.
places where you can go to shoot a gun for fun? Like they have a
I don't know.
license to do that?
Like, if you join the military, you probably can.
It sounds so. Like I'm sorry, your manager just sounds so stupid. I'd like to, in his ideal la-la world, that the police is having a giant stick and trying to run as fast as the person,
Yeah.
beat the shit out of them with a stick.
Yeah. Oh, I was
That's
gonna say,
crazy.
and China is the only place that I've seen, like, heavily armed,
Uh-huh.
like, police.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Like
usually.
M16?
I think they had shotguns out.
What shotguns? Damn,
Yeah.
Where did you see this?
that's kind of
It
weird.
was, I forget which city it was, but they were restocking an ATM.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
Oh, well, that makes sense.
There are ATMs all over the United States. I've never seen people go out with shotguns, stand in front of an ATM, and restock it.
Of course.
Ever.
How else you going to protect your money, man? Yeah,
But
the
it was
show
just
that
a
you
weird
have
vibe. No, like, just... If people came out and started stocking an ATM machine, no one's gonna rob it. It's broad fucking daylight.
Dude,
Well, that's
you're
not
so
true.
naive.
That's
I
not
can
true.
guarantee you, if nobody's showing up with those shotguns, people started
No.
carrying out the machetes and just be like, ah!
Things are so
My money,
integrated.
huh?
I've never been seen an ATM machine be restocked in the United States.
That's actually a really good point. I've
I
never
don't
seen
know
that
how
either.
it's done. I assume it's in the building. They bring the cash through an armored car, unload it into a building. Through the back of the building, they then
No.
restock the machine.
That's not true.
No? Oh, they must have...
Like gas stations have ATM machines, like right in the front. How do those get
Shit,
restocked?
when does it happen? I've never seen it.
It has to,
Never
here's
in
the
my
thing,
life.
Nick. First off, it's done in the morning, like 7
Yeah.
a.m. When you're least likely
Okay.
to get robbed. Second off, it is done with armored trucks and people that are licensed to have a gun, but they don't sit there with fucking shotguns ready.
Yeah,
They just have guns on them.
I'm sure I've seen this more than once in China, and yeah, it's not the 7 a.m. no one was there. It's middle of the day. They get out, they got their shotguns, they're looking at you.
I mean,
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Need to get money
Yeah.
all the time. It's not like in U.S. everyone pays, I mean, okay. Given that the time that we visited, everybody's still using cash a lot.
Oh, that's true.
These days,
That's
people
tough.
use phone to pay.
Oh,
so
people use cash
You know-
so much more. That's a good point.
They used to. Now
They
it's
used
actually more
on the cell
phone than
phone,
like
yeah.
we are.
Oh, hey, that's actually a good
Like Apple
question.
Pay.
So when I go to China, do I need to get like a lot of cash or?
We're covering everything.
Oh,
You're
really?
all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need anything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I should get cash for like souvenirs and stuff I want to buy.
No, we'll buy you something.
Yeah,
No?
we'll buy it. Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
I assumed I needed to like
Uh,
get like exchange.
We have
and
a
stuff.
lot of R&B that we.
No, we didn't.
We have like 1,000. I think.
1,000 is not a whole lot.
No, I feel like we have a good amount left.
No,
Like at least a few $100s.
No.
Really? Is it depreciated that freaking much?
I
What?
mean,
Damn, your money's
1,000.
going down just sitting on it.
Apparently.
Yeah,
it is
it's-
actually.
it's
Damn.
I didn't think it was
appreciating
that
like
bad,
crazy. So I really, really would recommend,
Yes.
if you're holding any RMB, get the USD.
Yeah.
That's so different from the U.S. Like you never think about depreciation of your dollar.
No, ours is way more stable. Unless you're buying real estate in the Bay Area. Then it seems like this dollar's worthless.
You can't
Changes
buy
every day.
anything.
That's funny.
God damn it.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, our inflation's actually about 1 to 2% in the U.S.
Which is really, really low. You guys should
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really appreciate that.
I know.
Well, that's why
Back in the
Bitcoin's
days-
taking off. It's not because of the United States. It's because other countries were like, this is way more stable than our currency.
Which reminds me, I saw a picture of Venezuela. You know they're going through crazy inflation.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Giant bags
So,
of cash.
you know the economist I read, right? Tyler Cohen?
Yeah.
He posted a picture of toilet paper
Uh-huh.
and the amount of cash it would require to purchase in Venezuelan dollars to purchase
Yeah.
the toilet paper.
Uh-huh.
And you see the obvious substitute, right?
Yeah. Wow. That's actually
This is a
crazy.
huge stack.
That is funny. So it's actually just using the money to wipe your butt is
Yes.
more cost
More
effective.
economical.
Wow, that's crazy.
I
You don't
get
have to
it-
worry
I
about
bet
that
it's
in
not
the
as
US.
comfy. That's why you probably still
It's
have.
not really designed
Yes.
for that.
It doesn't absorb water very
Yeah.
well.
But still, I bet some people in Venezuela are wiping their ass with dollar bills, and they're not rich.
I wouldn't doubt it. Why not? Like, if you had the choice of spending $100 to get toilet paper, or using the $100 and it's more toilet paper, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Might hurt your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you soak it, make it wet, and then it's like a wet wipe.
I bet you're right. I bet that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
If you ever had to use money as toilet.
I mean, I'm just saying I've never been in that situation, but that would be my first thought is get it wet.
If I'm ever rich enough, I'm going to figure this out.
But you need to use Venezuelan dollars. I'm sure they're like made differently
that's
than
the-
American dollars.
That's true. I can
Dude,
get those.
it's not even sanitary to use money. Money has gone through a lot of stuff, dude.
But if you wet it, it's,
No,
little
it
cleaner.
still have lots of bacteria on it. Like someone might have some hepatitis A.
I wonder if doctors in Venezuela are getting lots of people coming in being like, yeah, I got an infection on my asshole. You've been wiping with Venezuelan dollars, huh?
This kind
We
of
all do it.
it's kind of sad though, because that's probably true, and that's like the problem with poverty, right? That's like the
Probably
perpetual
is.
cycle. Like I have to wipe my ass with the currency we use because it's cheaper than buying toilet paper.
Yeah. Which gives me an infection, so I have to go pay a doctor.
With
Yeah.
even more dollars.
But you have to pay in toilet paper.
And then it continues the cycle because I don't have any toilet paper anymore.
Oh god, that's so terrible. But true. That's so bad. And this is why Bitcoin is actually making money.
But Zach, you can't wipe your ass with Bitcoin.
No, that's actually a good point. No, that's a good point. There's no physical nature to it. When it all comes
you shove
down
a flash drive up your ass if it has, encryption key. But
I guess if you want to get off. I mean, I'm not sure the equivalency here.
Yeah.
Which currency do you think is the best to wipe your ass with?
Very good question.
It's not quarters. It's coins.
I meant country denomination.
Well, some of them have only coins, right?
That's
Or mostly coins.
Are there places like that?
Yeah, I think you got to rule those ones out.
Those ones are out right away. I feel like one
No,
thing
I
America
don't
has
feel
is
that much
consistency. They're all going to be the same size. Most countries have like weird different sizes for higher bills
you're
or
right.
bigger
That's
sizes.
True.
Well, ours are like
the US just
all the
based on consistency.
Yeah, because you got the $1 bill is always going to be the same size. Where like normally the smaller bills are smaller size for other
Chloe,
countries.
how would the RMB fare as toilet paper?
Not very good.
No.
Have you tried though?
Kind of stiff.
Dude,
the US dollar?
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
I may be drunk, but like I kind of want to like soak a $1 bill and see how it
wipe your
works.
ass?
Yeah, and report back on the next episode.
Dude, I'll wait.
I don't have a $1 bill on me though. I use a card like 99% of the time.
yeah, exactly. Me too.
That's the weird thing is like currency's not like as widely used. I feel like
Oh yeah.
It's used in a
empties
lot of-
database now.
lot of certain cultures, mostly
used-
drug.
Yeah. No,
Waiters and
Here's
waitresses.
another thing I see in California a lot more.
What?
Cash-only businesses.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, because like
Yeah.
Mexican
A lot.
restaurants and stuff.
No,
Yeah.
Asian restaurants
Yeah.
most.
They're
Foreign
not paying-
restaurants.
They're not paying their bills. They're not paying
Yeah.
their taxes.
Oh, absolutely.
Usually they have a minimum. They're like, if you do buy something $20 less, you have to pay cash. It's
Yep.
so shitty.
Yeah, that makes sense. I went to a food truck the other day that was like Mexican and it was like cash only. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I understand why.
Yeah.
I know why you're
Exactly.
doing this.
They're
It all makes
not
sense.
paying taxes. They might not even be here legally.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh yeah, I get it. Luckily, I had cash on me at the time because I was really hungry for that burrito. That makes sense.
It's not like if they want to pay tax, they can't do that either.
Yeah, exactly. They can't even sign up to be a Visa member.
Yeah, they can't even sign up to pay taxes. That's just a dead giveaway right away. Dude,
First thing that you need to fill out when you file in the tax is social.
say
Don't
what?
have one.
Can't fill in their
Ooh,
social to pay.
that's a rough one. How do I answer that one?
It's 4.
Did you ever hear the story behind the Social Security number?
What's the story?
Well, it was like never supposed to be like a security measure at all.
Yeah, and an identity number.
Yeah, it was just like an
Yeah,
identity
yeah.
number. And then like businesses started to realize like, hey, that's a really good way to like uniquely identify
Identify, yeah.
people. And then it became used more and more for like secret things. So then like people slowly like, hey, we can't release our social security number now because now it's used for secret things. But it's not like a number designed for security.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
no, it's not at all.
The
It's,
shitty thing is some people may have the same social, right?
no.
No, you can't have the same social. Well, a dead person might be able to have the same social as a
They
live.
get recycled from dead persons.
Yeah.
But, no, otherwise they don't.
But there's no like security measures. Like a credit card has clear ways that it's
Yeah,
made in a security. Like I'll notice when I'm taking credit card numbers at my job, like it'll start like 4867 and then 4876 and then like the last 8 digits are like based upon that. Like there's ways
Yeah, they
that
have a
number
check
is
number
generated.
is what it's called.
Yeah. What is it called?
Like checksum.
Like a checksum, yeah.
What's a checksum? I think we went over this one time before.
So it's error correction, so they'll know whether or not you mistyped it. Like, how do they know on a website when you type in your credit card number, no, you mistyped?
Yeah.
Some of the digits in the end are derived from the rest of them in a way.
Gotcha.
So you can kind of say, okay.
But the
no,
the first 8 digits are not unique. It's only the last 8.
I don't remember how they work.
I think
Well, it's definitely the first.
Several are indicating like whether you're
Yeah.
Visa or Master or American
Yeah,
Express.
yeah. There's
This kind of thing.
If
a
you
whole
tell me
encoding
the
system.
first 4 8 digits of certain credit card numbers, I'll know the next 4 just from working this job and taking credit card numbers for payments. Like if you
really?
tell me your credit card number is 4867, I'll know the next 4 numbers are 9600.
Is it a? You know what? I'm not going to give my credit card number.
No, you don't need to give your credit card number. I'm just saying I know.
I want to try it though.
You start learning the patterns of, but it's only the first 8 digits. The last 8 are always like very unique.
Interesting. Huh. You're probably right then.
But that probably also does determine a certain number. The first, like the latter 8 digits, I bet you the beginnings are based off of the first 8 too. Do you think they're ever going to change the Social Security number so they are secure?
They just shouldn't give it out. They should give a number
Uh-huh.
that identifies you uniquely. That isn't tied to anything.
Yeah.
Like just a random number.
Like, should you
This is
know it?
Yeah, you should know it. And the people you get... Actually, okay, well,
Then,
this is getting technical.
yeah.
But I think you should get a number, okay? And from that, you generate a number, and you give it to the business you want to track you, okay? It's kind of like in the same way Bitcoin is working. Like you can
I see.
have signatures.
I gotcha.
Crypto signatures.
I see what you're saying. The
So they
public,
can tell
there's
it's
a
you.
public number you can give out and a private number.
Yeah. You got your private number. Only you know that one.
Yeah.
Is that just the RSA?
Yeah. Kind of. I think you should have a government-assigned, like, RSA.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's you.
Well, that makes way too much sense.
And I think it would make a lot more sense if we, like, replaced our real signatures, like, as in I signed a thing with these things.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Because, I mean, signatures seem like a lot of BS to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times I've signed, like, a Visa, like, hey, sign this, with just, like, random squiggles. Like,
Yeah.
what is,
Yeah.
this is only going to matter if, like, court happens here.
Yeah. And even then, how are you really proving this? Yeah, you're not.
Exactly.
Really inspires faith in the legal system.
How does China do, like, ID numbers?
You can't use a signature. You usually just have a pin.
You have a pin?
Yeah.
But you have, like,
A
a personalized
government-assigned
ID
pin?
number.
Oh, those? Yeah. You do have the ID number. There's actually several issues. Like some people may have the same number per se,
What?
and then usually you can tell from like how the numbers organized. You can tell where this person's from,
Really?
and the gender,
Mm-hmm.
birthday.
Name, gender?
Birthday was encoded in there too.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Could
Chloe,
it be the issue?
how do they
there's just-
issue it when the baby hasn't decided what their gender is?
Jesus, dude. You're asking important questions there.
That's funny. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. But my real question, though, if they're giving out these ID numbers, is the problem that people have the same one is because there's just so many people in China, it's hard to, like, create a number for that that's going to have use?
I think the meaning carries.
They ran out of numbers for Chinese.
No, dude. No. It's because really they didn't quite design the number very well, right?
Mm.
So just lots of numbers concatenate together. If you put like symbolic meaning on it, it's really difficult to do a checksum, right?
Mm.
And B is verify the uniqueness, right?
Yeah.
I got a
So-
feeling so many of our
It's
governmental
bad design.
policies are just fucked up because it was created like 40 years ago and just doesn't basically work in our modern society.
Yeah. And not the only that it was created like 50 years ago, It was created by, like, the senator's, like, nephew who he hired in the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
And he wasn't that bright.
Hey, Jimmy,
'Cause nobody
make up these
bothered
social
to
security
ask
numbers.
Any mathematicians, like,
Yeah.
hey, is the number good? You know?
It's so true.
Unbelievable.
At least they got the like social security number part where like they break it down so you can memorize it easier. They at least got that part right.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
They came up with a dash.
yeah. Sweet technology back in the day. You don't even know. I like how we're doing a news episode and somehow just off of one news episode we got into social security numbers and their security
What's the
check.
news? I don't know.
Richard Hammond.
That's how we got here?
Yeah. 46 minutes later, we're talking about social security numbers. Makes no sense whatsoever how we got here.
It never does.
Oh, man. I'm trying to look to see if there actually is a good news story that we should go off of. Hey, this one actually has to do with what we're... Google and MasterCard cut a secret ad deal to track retail sales. Oh.
Really? Secret ad sales.
But if it's secret, why am I reading a headline about it?
It's not that secret.
I feel like what's secret is way worse.
Yeah, I wonder how much, like... I just want whatever agency or corporation has the most data on you, how complete it is.
Yeah.
Like, is there one company or government agency that could go in and, like, know everything that you did yesterday? Or, like, build a complete profile of the type of person you are?
They already did. Like,
That's
it's
a good
called
question.
Emotional DNA. Google actually store like your personal traits essentially. So genetic marking on you.
But there's like how much they tell you that they're using it and how much they are really using it.
Of course,
Exactly.
they're not telling you they're using it.
That's a good question. Like
Like-
I feel like we would be shocked to see like a dossier on ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, did you watch Westworld, Zach?
No, not the new one.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I was gonna say, they were trying to build like the DNA of a humans, like to predict exactly what they would do in any given situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could read this and you'd know every choice they'll ever make.
Oh.
How far away is the top company or government agency from that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They're not telling everything, but I'm sure they can make some pretty interesting predictions.
I wouldn't doubt it. They gotta know, like, especially like something like Netflix, like the data they have on us for when we watch TV shows, what type of TV shows we watch, how long we watch each show. They have to know, like, pinpoint accuracy of, like, oh, it's this time, this person is watching this show at this time. Like,
I'd want to know if they could, like, go to teenagers and tell them, you don't know this, but you're gay. You know?
Oh, God, that'd be so funny. The thing is, they probably could.
Yeah, I bet they could.
Better than that
Like,
person.
I'm sorry, no one watches that much Glee.
Dude, you know what? You know what's even crazier? What if certain companies could go up to you and be like, you have, like, this disease, that disease, and this disease, and this disorder.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you they could, because, like, you're Google searching, like, medical things, like, is this wrong with me? Like, I'm Google searching certain things. They're like, you have, like, these psychological disorders, these physical disorders, and these diseases. Like, here's your gut biome.
Like, people with these diseases often buy these products.
Yeah. Oh, my God, I wonder how close they are to that. They have to be pretty close just from WebMD, like, search results. Right?
Yeah. Now, here's the real question. Do they go and sell that to insurance companies?
Ooh.
Oh, they will. They will. That's not even funny, right?
Ooh.
All those data.
That data? Yeah.
Actuary.
Damn, you're
Well,
right.
Actuary.
Yeah.
It's completely revolutionized.
We all
You
need
don't
to put
really
on our
need those,
tinfoil hats.
Empirical models anymore. You can just do a machine learning algorithm. You don't really need to those empirical formulas to calculate how long those person is like to live. You can just use his, emotional DNA to determine, have a pretty good understanding of traditional
He doesn't take too many risks.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You're right, though. I'm sure that's true. And how much you can use that for advertising.
Oh, yeah. This is the one thing that makes me believe it's not true.
What?
Because sometimes I see ads on the web and I'm like, obviously I'm not interested. That looks stupid. Or like I'll see things I've seen a million times and obviously I'm not buying. You should have figured out I have absolutely no interest.
Okay.
And you're wasting money on me right now.
But what if they show you that something that you're not interested in makes you more interested in something else?
Oh, you think
What
so?
if that's next level, man? What if by advertising you something they know you don't care about actually creates a behavior in you to care about something else more?
Like they advertise a brand they think I will dislike to make me hate it even more because they want me to go get the competing brand.
Yes. I'm being serious though. Like,
and
could
they
that
know
not be?
that I have that predilection. Like,
Yeah.
I would be a person that would be so pissed off
Yes,
by an
exactly.
annoying, poorly written ad that I'd be like, I don't want that brand. In fact, I am going to find the exact
Yes,
opposite of that
they
brand.
know you don't respond to ads, so they purposely advertise to you opposite brands. Or brands
Shit,
that
we
can
should
do that.
actually start an advertising company, because if they're not doing this, we got some ideas.
That's actually very true. But the thing is, if we've come up with this on our own, and we're drunk, and we're podcasting this, why haven't advertisers have thought of this? People that get paid to think of these things have already thought of this, right?
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I feel like if we could have thought of this, advertisers have already thought of this.
It's being done.
It's being
It was
done.
being done 10 years ago.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it means.
We're actually behind the clock. Like, what they can actually do at this point is probably outrageous. Or they can just pinpoint it even more. Like, you know, if he gets advertised this brand, he'll actually like it and click on it. But if he gets advertised this brand, if he is advertised it, he won't like it, and he'll buy the opposite product. They could have it pinpointed that like detailed. Or are humans just so goddamn complicated? It's never that exact.
Yeah, I thought they would have figured me out by now and been like, yeah, he's cheap. Let's just throw him something. Maybe that's why I get shitty ads.
That might be
Like,
why
it
you get
doesn't
shitty
matter.
ads, though, right?
He's cheap. He'll buy the cheapest thing he sees.
That's actually a good point. That's probably exactly what happens. My thing is, like, all my ads just make sense. Like, I look at ads and go, oh yeah, I know why I'm being advertised that. Like, I look at magic websites. I get advertised magic stuff. Like, it all just makes sense to me. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting advertised that. It's like, this doesn't really change my spending behavior. That's what I'm already, like, into.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I think they're not that smart. Like, I'll look for something, buy it, and I'll get advertised the same thing that I just bought already. Like,
Yeah.
I actually have what they're trying to sell me.
But then again, like, does that, like, reinforce the brand into your brain and stuff? Like, I talked to Chandra about this. Like, on my Chromebook, while we're watching Hulu, I get advertised a Chromebook. And I'm like, shouldn't they have it built into place that I already own a Chromebook? And I'm like, well, I guess that just reinforces the brand, really.
That's true. Actually, a lot of it is brand advertising. Like,
Yeah.
everybody knows what a Coca-Cola is by now.
Yeah,
they know what it tastes like.
exactly.
They know whether or not they want it. They just want to reinforce the good feeling.
But
They want to make you think about it.
Exactly. That's what it's really about. So, like, most people know if they like it or don't like it. But there's some people that are like, they like a Coke, but they don't buy a Coke every day. But if they're advertised a Coke, it might seep into their head like, hey, I kind of want a Coke now. That's exactly what happens with brands. And that's work, too, because I've watched that. Did you ever watch the McDonald's movie on Netflix?
The what movie?
McDonald's movie.
Ray Kroc?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't know what the name of it is. It's not Ray Kroc, but it's all about him. Yeah.
That's what it's called.
The founder, yeah, founder. So, when I was watching that, like, midway through the movie, I was like, man, those motherfuckers got me. I really want McDonald's right now. And I went and got McDonald's and
Yeah,
ate it
that's
during
true.
the movie. They got me. And I knew they got me, but it didn't matter. I still bought the McDonald's.
Yeah. I wonder how many movies are actually that anyways. Like,
A lot.
they're not...
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, like, the whole thing is just an ad. The only reason it exists
Yeah.
is an advertisement.
The founder is absolutely that. You don't think McDonald's put some money into the movie? Like, if I were to make a movie all about McDonald's, who would I go to try and get to fund that movie?
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty obvious, right?
But yeah, that one's obvious. But I wonder how many are not that obvious and you don't realize it, but you're being sold to.
Like, name a recent movie.
Movies. You assume I watch movies. Like
Okay.
I said, this is why I'm
Chandra
a
and I
terrible
just went
person
and
to
watched
advertise to.
Happy Time Murders.
Okay.
Oh, what's that?
So this is a movie sort of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but it's like puppets, so it's like the Muppets movies, but it's like vulgar. So that's like its whole shtick. It's a bad movie. Don't watch it. But I don't see any like advertisement. Actually, now that I say that, I see it's just an advertisement for the comedians that were in the movie, probably.
See? Yeah. See, I wonder if they actually completely lost money on that movie.
Yeah.
Like, and they intended to, but their stand-up will be more popular now.
It was not a good movie, though. If anything, it made me
heard of it.
dislike the actress in it more.
Oh, maybe that actress has a competitor comedian, and that's who funded the movie.
Oh! Got her. Actually, what if that's true, though? That's fucked up, but that could be true.
Genius.
There's like another female comedian that's like, yeah, I'll totally pay all the money to fund that movie. That's a great movie. And secretly she's like, man, that script sucks.
Yeah, I think they do sort of do that on like political level. Like Republicans will often register as Democrats and Democrats as Republicans.
Really?
And they will go and vote. Yeah, and vote in the primaries for the worst people.
Really?
The people they don't want to run. Yeah. And Trump got votes from Republicans. Guess what? Some Democrats also voted for him in the primaries, I guarantee.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, basically, we're right. We're just now realizing we're being advertised shit products to buy the products that are better brands, I guess, or are advertised as better brands. So, if you had a product, let's say you had a product. Let's pick a product. Pick, like, a random thing you would sell.
Dildos.
Dildos. I don't know enough dildo brands.
I don't know a single one. I'm proud to say I do not know a single one.
When I said I don't know enough, that means I know exactly zero as well. But I needed something to go off of. Like, okay, let's say you make a energy drink, right?
Okay, energy drink.
Fine. That's
What would you advertise then to get your drink out? Because you wouldn't advertise Red Bull or Monster, right? Those are the ones that are being bought a lot. So how would...
See this? How would I sell an energy drink? That's a good question. Hey, our sugar water is better than theirs. Our caffeinated sugar water.
Like, 5-hour
Nice
energy
stuff,
drink's
nice
another big one. How would you beat your
Ooh,
competitor?
that's a good way. That is a really good question, actually.
Because you
Do
wouldn't
you have an
advertise
advertising strategy?
other
Chloe?
people.
So I've watched this 5-hour energy drink ad, which
Oh.
is a guy getting up early
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
he can exercise and to beat his wife, essentially be more energetic. So I think they should advertise to engineers, and then just picture engineers with deadlines.
So you got to pick out your
They're
demographic
crunchy.
first. So you're picking a
Oh.
demographic
Yeah.
Okay.
to advertise.
Here's how I would advertise it. Do you remember, there's an ad on YouTube, I don't remember even the product it was for, but it felt like it was for cocaine.
The energy bar. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! I just quit my job and I want to have babies.
Oh
I want
yeah.
to have 100
That's-
babies.
That's the advertising.
That was for
gotta
like
go
a
for.
Nutri-Grain bar.
Exactly like that. Yeah. I gotta show Chloe because she's giving me a what?
That
Chloe, I gotta
commercial is
show.
so good.
It's Nutri-Grain.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pretty
such
sure it's
an
Nutri-Grain.
amazing commercial. This would be like same tone. In fact, I would try to overdo it.
Do this exact. Yeah, that's it. It's so great. This is exactly how I'd advertise an energy drink. You're right. For anybody watching or listening, you need to Google Nutri-Grain. I feel great.
That is perfect for an energy drink.
It is. It really is.
Just like that, but everyone takes a sip of the energy drink before they start acting like that.
Yeah, very, very similar tone.
Crack.
And you know what's funny?
Now, I've been told that's basically the closest thing to cocaine. Is that true, Zach?
Yes,
That
absolutely.
feeling?
That's pretty much the exact cocaine response.
That's crack, right?
More talking, though. More talking.
Yeah.
Babies.
Ooh, 500 of them.
You ever have grandiose thoughts? Times it by 100. That's cocaine.
Oh, I'm gonna restart the universe. It's gonna be mine.
That's the old joke, right? Like, how do you start
Yeah.
like a business? Like, do cocaine with a buddy and you'll start a business, right?
I've never
That's
heard
like
that.
an old joke. But yeah, it's pretty. That is. You have it right. That's the exact way to advertise an energy drink, which is funny because it's a Nutri-Grain bar.
Yeah, and like no energy drink has been even close to that level of awesome.
No, like Red
they
Bull,
should.
nothing close to it.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll give you wings. I always thought that was lame as shit.
Yeah, Red Bull actually does have terrible advertising. I don't know how they. What?
They use all the money to bury other brands.
I think they were just
Yeah.
early in the market too of energy drinks.
Yeah. And I don't. The only one, like, if you told me energy drink, first word Red Bull.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So their
saying.
brand awareness is insane.
Yeah, they were first. That's my point. They were first on the market. Like, you didn't know any other energy drink besides Red Bull for a long time. But if I name others, you would
not
know
really.
it, right?
Monster.
Rockstar? Do you know Rockstar?
Rockstar. That might be it. That
Those
might
are
be
the
Full-
three bigs. Those are the
Full
three big
Throttle.
ones.
Full Throttle. Okay, I've heard Full Throttle.
You wouldn't know Rip It. That's like a offshoot
Nope.
Never heard
cheap
of it.
brand.
Hmm.
I mean, those are like the only ones you see in a gas station, really. Yeah. I can't even think of anything besides Full Throttle. Then. Oh, Nitro, Nitrous.
Okay.
I think it's Nitro or Nitrous.
Here's what I would advertise it as, too. I'd say our scientists have calculated the maximum amount of caffeine that an average human can have and not die. And it's contained within this drink.
Well, that's
Only
funny.
have one.
That's funny you say that. There is
Yeah.
a coffee brand that's basically that.
See?
It's advertised like poison, and it's like all these warnings, like, you know, don't use it if you're pregnant. Like, this is like 4 times the normal amount of coffee, and it's like a novelty coffee. And I'm pretty sure they've made pretty good money off of that. So just be the energy drink
The
version.
insane one.
Call it Heart Attack.
Yeah.
Put a heart right
Yeah.
on the label. Just go full force with it.
I'd feel like, heart attack. What are you, stupid? Why are you drinking this?
You could
Oh,
die.
Some teenager would drink it just because.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true though. Like, that would probably sell well.
We got a brand.
That's the problem.
Let's do cocaine and start this business.
All right, let's do it. We got it. All right, we're starting the Discourse energy drink. First, we're writing a movie. We got a book. Now we got an energy drink. What's next? I always joke.
Oh, man.
You know what we need to make, Nick?
What?
6-hour energy drink.
Already?
Better than 5 hours.
Boom.
Give you 1 extra hour.
But for real, you know why we haven't seen that? I guarantee the people that bought 5-hour energy drink trademark like the next 8 hours.
We'll put 6-day energy drink.
Or
And you know what our advertisement will be? Our advertisement will be the opening of a 5-hour energy drink, whatever it is. And on the way, he meets a guy that takes a 5-day energy drink, and that 5-day energy drink guy rapes that guy.
What? Because why not? That's clearly the reaction to too much caffeine.
You're gonna remember that ad, aren't you?
You go on raping sprees. That's side effects may include raping sprees.
I'm sure everyone will love that product on the market.
Sudden urge to rape people.
9 out of 10 rapists agree. This is the drink for them.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so terrible. Well, we did it. We brought the discourse to an all-new low.
Is it though? I feel like rape isn't the lowest we've gone. Maybe it is.
You're right. It's really
9
not.
out of 10 rapists agree is pretty low.
You're right. Yes. That's not the bottom of the barrel for us. But we are reaching. Oh, God. Oh. All right, that's a good time to
That's
end
where we'll end?
Yeah. We're going to end on 9 out of 10 rapists agree.
That sounds good to me.
Now I'm trying to debate whether or not I can actually name the podcast this and post it in good conscience. Exactly.
You can put that in the comments. I don't know if I'd name that.
Exactly. I want to name it that, but I can't name it that.
Energy drinks and ads you should not have. I don't know. Something like that.
Oh, God.
We're such terrible people. We really are. It's
At
always
least-
Chloe's feeding me these ideas, by the way. I
Yeah.
never come up with them on my own.
Is she like your, Artie Lang? Like she writes the jokes
Yeah.
and hand them over to you? Like she's secretly
Yeah.
behind all the terribleness?
That's exactly what it is. Spot on.
Nick really enjoy just like pull me under the water, like take me as the bad person.
Oh, yeah. Deny it now,
I'm
Chloe.
used to that.
I have the joke with your handwriting right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Later.
Later.